Alright. I am back. And something I've noticed I've been doing lately is I've been doing the irresponsible thing of playing video games right around my bedtime. And thankfully it only makes me stay up for like 2 hours longer than I should. But nevertheless, now I've gotten to a very late start today. This morning anyways, because of that. As well as the last 2 or 3 days. This pattern has been repeating, so. I might have to take some melatonin as soon as I get home, or right before I clock out at work, because this is unacceptable. Anyways, enough about that. Let's work. So I did do the research I said I was going to do on shading, on mixing colors, on blending, stuff like that. And interestingly, what I've been doing has been working so far, but nothing to keep in mind is that when it comes to blending these different tints and shades of each hue, you gotta have a, I'm just gonna call it an analogous color for both values to bridge between them, or a bridging color, so to speak. So basically, on the color wheel, if I select this one with the eyedropper tool, what is it called in Krita? Okay, color selector tool. That's kind of boring, but alright. So if I select both colors, right, I'm taking a look at both. In fact, yeah, since I already have them on this palette, I know exactly how far away they are on the value scale I created. And but this has a slight, this is a slight shade of the red hue. This is a slight tint of the red hue, which means that it needs this color here in between these two here in the middle, in order for these two colors to blend together more naturally. And if we take a look at the reference image, it's gonna be kind of hard to see because the resolution on this image is not that great, but nevertheless though, take a look. There's this value, right, all bright, very light tint of red. Then there's this shade of red, right, very dark. And then there seems to be a grayish red in between. It's kind of, again, it's kind of hard to see because the resolution is pretty bad in this image, but nevertheless though, it's there. And it's also here. And it should be, there's a bridge, another analogous bridging color here as well, between this very light red and this slightly less red, slightly bright red, less bright red. So anyways, my point is that, and that's the thing I remember figuring out in figure painting course, as the instructor I had during that course showed me that, is you gotta bridge these values together with a value in between them. Now for some areas of the face that have sharp edges, or more sharper edges, like this eyebrow, right, that Knuckles has got going on here. See this one here? There's not going to be really any bridging between these two values because it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be a harder edge, or sharper edge, because that's the outline of his eye socket in his skull. But for this concave part of his face, right, the bridge of his nose, so to speak, that's going to be a lot more smoother, right? There's no edges there, so it should gradually get darker from here to here. So there was some other things that I learned as well, but I'm not gonna remember it all. I just remember that specifically, just because I'd taken a long stare at the reference image and I figured that out. And then when I was watching videos, a guy actually explained how that works. Yeah. Just sipping on my Monster while I work. But anyways, let's get back to it. Wait, where's my... Oh, I just realized something. Where are they? My doctors aren't there. Okay. That's fine. Just have to make them reappear. There we go. And the layers. Layers. There we are. I should honestly just have this somewhere here. Yeah. Right here. No, not that far. Right below. Below. Yeah. Yeah, like that. I just raise all this up. Like that. In fact, I could just do that from here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, now you, the viewer, can see what I see as far as these other doctors go. Cool. I just have to remember this stuff is here. Okay. Let's see. I was finishing up the hands. Yeah, now I was going to get to work on the shoes. Let me get this red done then. So I don't have to worry about any more reds. I'm not so worried about working out just because I'll admit it, I've been getting kind of lazy with the gym. But in my defense though, since I've been prioritizing this, right, and trying to be consistent with it, it's kind of taken over that. It's still not an excuse though. So yellow, where's gonna be? Do that. Actually. I was making an excuse yesterday that, or rather last night when I was gaming, that, hey, you know, I don't have to go to work at 11. You know, I got plenty of time to do everything in the morning, especially since I'm going to bed, you know, before midnight. And what a lie that was. What a lie I told myself. Not completely. I was mostly right, but obviously if I'm waking up 3 hours past the time that I was supposed to wake up, that's going to be 3 hours less of the morning that I can use to do important stuff. So it's not good logic to do that. But nevertheless, though, I'm glad that I'm still doing this. Not because I enjoy it, but because I'm proving that I'm dedicated. But it's all a matter of responsibility, you know, getting stuff done. Still, something I've been wondering about is what game am I going to play once I get done with this series of drawings and I get done with all the other stuff, art-related content I want to make. I think I talked about this in the past, but I got a few ideas, and it's not going to be a Sonic game. I'm just going to say that right now. I know it seems a little strange to be drawing a bunch of Knuckles and then not play a game that stars him, but nevertheless, though, I'm not looking forward to playing any Sonic games right now. Don't get me wrong, I love Sonic, but yeah, I'm not in the mood to play Sonic right now. See, since it's been getting pretty late, well, not late, since the daylight hours, right, are not as long as the nighttime hours, I'm thinking about playing a game that takes place mostly at night. A lot of stealth action games are good for that. They got the right mood, so to speak. Is that right? Seems wrong, actually. It shouldn't be that bright. No, because in the reference image it's supposed to be a lot darker than that. Let me see. I can just undo all that. Yeah, it should be more like this color or that color. I'll do this one. But these two look way too bright. Well, I mean, this one looks way too bright compared to this one. Let's get a much darker one. Yeah, that's more like it. A little darker. Yellow is just naturally a very bright color. In fact, it's the brightest color on the color wheel. And the brightest hue, I should say. And therefore, it's the color people think of most when it comes to light, something being very illuminated. And violet is the darkest color on the color wheel. But on the color wheel, weirdly enough, blue and yellow are what's the word again? There's analogous and then there's the other one. Complementary colors, that's right. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Yeah, they're complementary colors on the actual color wheel. The scientific one anyways. The color wheel that most people know is one where it's got the yellow and violet being complementary colors. That one's wrong. Or rather, it's never been updated. I've criticized about that in grad school. I talked about it with the other art teachers that I had as classmates, but they didn't care. Nope, they don't care. They're stuck in their ways. They'll never change. Oh, I was trying to buy some more songs on iTunes on my phone yesterday, but for some reason the iTunes app would not let me actually go to the purchase menu for any of the songs that I was picking. Instead, it just kept having this pop-up of Apple Music, and every time I said not, I picked the not now option, it just directed me back to the list of search results. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I hope Apple didn't do something weird where now they only allow people to stream music instead of actually buy songs. Because on the desktop iTunes software, I can still buy music there. If need be, I'll do it that way, but I just don't understand why the app won't just let me do it. Because I was able to do it, like, I think back in 2018? Summer of 2018. Somewhere around that time. Let's see. That needs to be darker, so I'll do this one. Something else too, I think I talked about this before, but in case if I haven't, I've been having a crick in my neck, or a really bad one, having neck issues, and I figured out the reason why, and it's just because I've just been slouching way too much while doing anything on my desk, on my computer, so I've been making sure to just sit up straight as much and as long as possible, and so far it's been helping a lot. It has nothing to do with the chair though. The chair is fine. Just, me being, like I said, lazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I've been acting, well, I shouldn't say I've been having strange bodily changes lately. I've been craving junk food a lot more. I've also again, just been less interested in going to the gym lately for some reason. And all I want to do is just play video games. Like, I just don't want to do anything else. Sometimes at work, that's all I think about is, gaming. How do I beat this boss? How do I maximize this build, min-max? Very strange. But it could just be that it's either I'm bored with my current lifestyle, or I'm getting burnt out. And I hope it's the warmer. Because if it's the latter, there's not much I could do about that other than just not do it. Do the stuff that's burning me out. So if things are just, stagnant and boring, I can just do some variations of set activities to spice things up. And that's not a big deal. As far as there's a quicker, well, Krita has this feature that I've used in the past called colorized masks, and what it does is it allows the software to color in line art for the user rather quickly, just by the user putting a few strokes of each hue in certain locations. And this Krita will detect whatever edges of lines, it makes into contact with whatever hues it's supposed to use in an area. And it'll pretty much just work as a automated fill tool, which is really handy, right? If you need to get a bunch of color done really quickly. But it doesn't, how should I say this? If you're looking to shade like I am right now, add shading, add value to a drawing or painting, then it's not going to be able to do that. And therefore you might as well just do what I'm doing now. But nevertheless though, some artists are able to do both, right? Make use of the colorized mask, get all the hues they need down, and then just add the shading afterwards. But more or less though, I'm not smart enough to, or skilled enough to be able to do that right now. Alright, now time for the green buckle here. Or green shoe color. That there. That there. Here. Here. Actually move it here. And as you can see, I gotta put more values in these. Oh, that's just straight up green. I wonder. And so I'll meet in the middle. Go. Okay, that's really dark. So let's put that there. Let's put this one here. And let's move this a little bit. Yeah. Up that. And that there. Cool. Now we got a whole value scale. This is the kind of thing that you would do anyways in a intro to drawing and painting course. Either, intro to either drawing or painting, or design course. And that's where I learned how to do this kind of thing. The thing, when I say that, I mean, actually painting a whole value scale with different hues. And of course, you'll start off with grayscale, right? You'll start off with nothing but black and white and then work with grays. It's just nice to have this, palette docker, right? This feature, because now I don't have to keep having to figure out which colors I need, especially for the same character, right? So it's basically like a virtual palette that you would make anyways with actual physical paint, except that it doesn't take like 2 minutes to mix every single color just to get that shade or tint of that hue you need, thankfully. I definitely don't miss that part of drawing or painting. That mixing of colors, man. Takes so long, and then you gotta try to do it quickly, right? During class, so that you don't waste too much time doing that. And you got to use as much of the class time to draw and paint the model before class ends, so you don't have to do more work or as much work anyways when class is over and you do it at home or you do it in the studio after class. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I remember that being very bright, not being like mid-green. Let me expand this though, just to be sure. And lower that down. Where are you? There. Yeah, that should be the chute buckle, because his leg is bending. Yeah, he looks like he's kneeling. At least that's what I remember from the video that this reference image from. Anyways. Regardless, though, it's got to be green in that area, so get to it. Oh, the selection layers as well. I really need to get into the habit of using that because it'll help make all this work clean. I don't have to worry about going over edges and mixing colors that don't need to be mixed with others. Well, let's Well, I get my day off tomorrow, so I'll be making sure to upload all these streams onto my YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm nearly done. The color, it was just a coloring anyways. Yeah, there's just the face and the rest of the shoe. It's supposed to be gray, so this is made out of metal, so I may just leave it like that. Yeah. It'll save me some time anyways, if I just leave it like that. Because I know that I said there's no such thing as pure white and pure black, but I don't know. It'll just look weird if it's also yellow like the gloves, when it's supposed to be gray anyways. Yeah, it's supposed to be gray. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. Why don't I just use blue? The blue is, again, well, it's the second darkest color, so I might just do that. No, violet. So, I gotta move these down anyways. What is gonna be doing the face. I'm gonna put this down. I guess, but alright. Okay. Not do that. Here. For the sake of consistency, I'm not going to do that. I have a much longer grayscale than this one. You might be wondering, why don't I start the palettes right here? And that's just because, again, there's no such thing as black or white, so this isn't purely black either, right? It's as close to black as I can get it with each hue, but the hue is still visible, if that makes sense. Same goes for these tints here. I can still recognize the tints in the very dark shades, brightest tints in the darker shades, because I can still see the hues in them. But if I just, start it from here and go like white and then, black, it's going to be very difficult to, it just become redundant because I already have black and white on this grayscale here. So what's the point? Let's see. That there. There we go. Yeah, I'll make it violet then, so it'll actually make sense. Well, it's not just that though. That's yeah, for the sake of consistency. Okay, let's see. It makes sense though. Wait, I should be using blue. Let me just go ahead and make a blue one quick. Let's see. Use that here. That. So if I make it violet, it's gonna look weird. To me anyways, because his eyes are already violet. What's the point? There we go. Let me just delete this one because it's way too dark. So you notice that this very dark blue is almost, it almost looks like black, because yeah, according to this color wheel, it's supposed to be the darkest color. Whereas it's violet for some reason, I can still see it, but that just might be because of my eyes. Anyways, hold on, let me this. What's cool is that if I do the eyedropper tool, the palette will actually select the color right that I used if I have it on the palette. Basically, it'll match the hues, and it'll just select it on the palette for me. So I can identify, hey, this is this color here. So I can go down and, hey, this matches that value. So now I can just use this. There's no guesswork, basically. Man, digital drawing, I tell you. Oh, I should be wearing my glasses. My eyes are starting to strain. this out of the way. I gotta clean up my desk, man. There's so much junk here. And it's so filthy too. But who has the time? There we go. Really? You know what? Let me use a color selection tool. I mean, not this color selection tool, just a selection tool. Okay. That's what I thought. I was gonna do that. Yep. Nope. What is this color? Okay, let be sure. Let me do this one first then. And what I'll do is I'll do that. Yeah. Actually, let's do that first. I tried messing with OBS's settings so that if I have these dockers just, sitting in the middle of the canvas, that OBS will be able to see it and display it, those dockers, but unfortunately I can't seem to figure out how to do that, or at least it won't do it unless I go into display capture or display basically display make OBS display everything on my desktop. Almost done. Okay, so let's just make this 50. Speed this up. I'll just go ahead and deselect it. We'll just clean this up a bit. Cool. Alright, that's the shoe metal plate thing he's got. Anyways, now it's just a face, and that's it. Just blend everything together, and I'll be done. He's drawing. Wait. Oh no. Did I really... Hold on. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. No, let's see. We just do it like this. Oh, I can. Nice. That's alright. Better than nothing. Right now I'm just trying to scramble to get this done. Must be done before stream ends, because next stream I just want to focus nothing but blending these colors together, and that's going to take a long time. So, well, I think anyways. Maybe not. But regardless, though, I've been spending way too much time on just putting colors on. So, done. I'll do it. Okay. Yeah. 9 more minutes left. Giving up time. Retrospectively, or whatever the word is for it, I think what I should do in the future is move towards the middle of the value scales with each hue if I'm trying to make a more neutral-ish color, like these grays here, the gray there, those grays there, the whites there, and the black nose. Or, the dark colored nose, because it's not supposed to be actually pure black. But that'll be in the future. Because what I've done essentially is go from here to here, but it should actually look more like this. It should be like cutting through this way. So I should start here. Then if I want to go lighter, or the light brightest should be here, darkest should be there, and so on and so forth. You get the point. And then just be with all the other grays in the middle. I think it gives a true... It'll look somewhat muddy, but it'll look a lot more neutral-esque, or you know, actually gray. But for the sake of this drawing anyway, since I'm experimenting and learning something new, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with this for now. Okay. Oh. I know his eyes are supposed to be violet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make this the darkest violet here, and the second darkest here. Nope, not that. Okay, and then just the whites of his eyes, so to speak, and we're done. Or maybe I should just leave it like that. Nah, it looks weird. Just to experiment, let me do this. Something like that. Just to test out what I was talking about. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a little more muddy, but it's supposed to be... It looks more grayish than yellow. That's exactly what I want. Actually, let's do the same color anyways. Like that. Way too small. might have to make a separate color palette just for this, or redo these color palettes just to match that. Yeah, because realistically speaking, it should match like this. Say a tint exists here. Let's go move towards the hue here, so it'd be like, yeah, like that. Or if it's supposed to be a shade here, it's supposed to move like that. It's supposed to be somewhere here, but anyways, I digress. You get the point. Towards the middle, like that. Like that. I know it looks more like a gray if I'm having a hard time distinguishing the color I'm trying to put on top of that gray. Yeah, the hue looks similar to the red. Yeah, the color I'm trying to apply is matching or looks way too similar to the one I'm layering it on top of. Or, I can't speak right now. It's early in the morning. Anyways, that should be it. Okay, that's it. May redo that, but we'll see. Okay. And of course there's the background, but that doesn't matter for now because I can make that any color. Okay. And the hour mark has already been passed anyways. Time is it? Yeah, it's definitely time for me to stop. But yeah, there he is. I'll just say this once more, just to be sure. There we go. That's it. I'll just go ahead and put this on. Oh man. So we finally got the coloring done. Just basic hues now. Basic values of the hues. And then next comes the actual blending of the colors, which is going to be tough, mostly for the fact that I gotta essentially pick a lot of other colors that don't exist on my palette right now, but I'll figure it out. And then just doing the whole circle motion with my pen while trying to blend the colors together. So it's gonna be kind of a time-consuming process, but it'll be the last bit to do. Yeah. So let me think, what else? Yeah, I may have to redesign the whole palette for now, but for now I'll just leave it the way it is. And you know, again, I'll upload all these latest VODs onto my YouTube, and once I finish this drawing, I'll upload it to my DeviantArt as well. I'll probably make a new Grounds account once I start getting a 2D. Once I complete some animations, but I'll just stick with DeviantArt for now. Anything else? Not really. Alright then, that's gonna be it. Let me just track that. Works. Let's see. Alright, I'll just leave this on. But yeah, that's the end of the stream, and I gotta pick an ending track, intro track, but thought for sure there was something I was gonna say, but I guess not. Well, it must not have been important then, if I can't remember it, so yeah. But I'll pick up from here in the next stream. Peace.